Hey guys, how are we doing today? I'm George and welcome back to a brand new video. And for this video is going to be the Swindon sound on my channel, guys. Yes, we are back. I know we are back, okay? It's been a while, but we are back. I've got 2 videos edited. I've got basically this episode done and then the next episode done. I just need to just basically commentate them and stuff like that. So you're probably going to hear this stuff in the background. It's going to be a bit more sped up because I kind of want to get these done. Like, I kind of want to get this series back on track and stuff like that. So there's a lot of like forward-ish gameplay at the start, and like, you know, I've kind of just shown mostly the goals, and there is some key highlights, but mostly it's just the goals, stuff like that. We're gonna, you know, basically try and get through this as much as possible. And our first game of today's episode is going to be at home against Cambridge, I believe. So yeah, let's go, shall we? So yeah, guys. So basically, I think I've got 4 games in this episode, and then I think like the next episodes, like, there's some gameplay, and then there's a lot of not a lot of simming, but I will be simming quite a few. Not quite a few games, but games that are not worth me playing due to trying to get the series forward, because obviously we are in League 2. We've only, I think, at the start of this game, we've only played like 10 games for the whole season, and you know, we're in December now, like in real life. Do you know what I mean? So I kind of want to get this through as quick as possible and stuff like that. And we do go 1-0 up with Keshi in the 5th minute. A very, very nice goal from him. He has been pretty decent for us. Obviously, he will be going back to Crystal Palace in January. Not really too sure if I want to be signing him on loan again. Maybe that'd be it's obviously an option. It is obviously an option. Lingazi makes it 2-0 in the 26th minute. A pretty decent goal, to be honest. Good ball in and a decent finish from a CDM who, you know, you wouldn't really say bangs in goals, but yeah, not a bad finish nonetheless. Then in the 48th minute, Cambridge come on the attack here. You know, we're just trying to defend our lives really, because obviously we want to try and get as many points as possible, and we want to be top by Christmas. That'd be the ideal situation. Cambridge do get a man sent off though in the 57th minute. I don't know if it was a sending off, like he was the last man. It wasn't the best tackle in the world, but I thought maybe a yellow would have been more fair. But obviously I will take a I'll take a red card, and I guess looking at it again, maybe it should have been a red anyway, because he was last man. And maybe if it was just like over the halfway line, like, you know, in our half, maybe that wouldn't have been a red. Chris Hussey though does make it 3-0. A very, very nice finish from him from a left back, 76th minute. And that is how the game is going to end, guys. So we do win 3-0 against Cambridge, a convincing 3-0 victory. And we needed that win to kind of like push us up the table, get the points we needed. And Keshi again getting on the score sheet. And I believe he does get player of the month. You'll see in just a second. Well, he does get player. I don't believe he does. I know he does. He does get player of the month. Stats are pretty even, I suppose, but we deserve the win nonetheless. And as you can see there, player of the month goes to Keshi Anderson, which is always good for him. And now that's the kind of the reason why I might loan him back in for another year. So we got him till League 1, if we do get to League 1, in the January transfer window in that season, if you know what I mean. So loan him in January for a season, then he goes back next year in January, if you know what I mean. So then we can kind of assess our situations there. You know, we might get another scout future start or another youth academy player come through that's a striker that's better than him, then we might not have to loan him back. But for right now, I think I might do. I'm not too sure yet. I'm thinking about it. So our second game of today's episode is going to be in the Checker Trade Trophy against Peterborough. Now, I don't really care about the FA Cup or the Checker Trade Trophy or anything like that, because I just want to try and get through the season as much as possible. And obviously, if you play more cup games, then you know, it's a bit shit, isn't it, really, because you've got to play more games during the season. I mean, our squad's not the biggest squad. Like, outside of the starting 11, there's a few fringe players that will get into the team, but the rest are not really going to get a look in. And yeah, so we do get a free kick in the 35th minute. Taylor does take the strike there, deflects off the wall and goes out for a corner, but nothing comes from the corner. But in the 43rd minute, we do get another chance as James Dunn gives the ball to Kane Woolery, who I hope does decent for us in real life. That'd be ideal. But he does get the ball back though. Woolery to Congola, who he signed from Doncaster. Finds James Dunn, and what a absolute finish from James Dunn to make it 1-0 in the 45th minute. we were pretty good in the first half, to be honest, and I think we deserved to be 1-0 up. But then, straight from kickoff, literally straight from their kickoff, we go down the other end again. Woolery goes down in the box. Well, I thought he went down in the box because it looked like he did go down in the box, but he didn't. It just went out. It was just outside of the box, and from the resulting free kick, you know what Matty Taylor's like from free kicks, especially from this area, and he is going to bang this one in to make it 2-0 in the 45th minute. So 2 45th minute goals. I was pretty happy with it because obviously I didn't think we was going to score in the first half, and then as soon as we got the goal against James Dunn, and then they just kind of collapsed a little bit, Peterborough, to be honest. They do try and go back into the game though in the 61st minute. You know, they've come down the right hand side here. They're going to cut back inside to find Marriott. I believe that's how you pronounce his name anyway. And Charles Cook does make the save because Vigouroux will not be playing in the cup games. It's just, why not, really? Basically from that, we do get our own chances. Taylor plays over the top through ball to Woolery, who goes through, takes a shot. Wasn't the most convincing shot. It was more power more than accuracy, but we do win this game, a solid victory against Peterborough, and I just can't really ask for nothing less. You know what I mean? You know what I mean, lads? I don't really know what I'm talking about half the time when I do these post-coms, because a lot of it's just one take. I'll say whatever I feel like during the game, and we go from there. So a 2-0 victory, a good victory, and our next game is going to be against Cheltenham away. Technically a local derby, but it's not technically. It's kind of is a local derby to a degree. And of course I want to be getting a win against Cheltenham. I want to be getting a win against Forest Green, which I think we drew in this season. Obviously not in real life, but we drew on this save. So yeah, in this game against Cheltenham, I didn't really know what to expect because, you know, we have won our past 2 games against Cambridge and Peterborough, but like I don't know, like I went into this game a bit like, well, it's a local derby, we're playing against Cheltenham away, I don't really know what to expect. We are sat 5th, they are sat 18th, and when I looked at the table, there's only 10 points difference between 5th and 18th, so realistically, you know, if we have a poor run of form, we could easily drop to mid-table just like that, you know what I mean? So we got to kind of keep winning our games. They are playing a 4-4-2. Don't really recognise any of the players there, so I can't really comment on any of them really. I think I've heard of Flinders before, the goalkeeper, but apart from that, I don't really know anyone else in that team. I'm not trying to disrespect any team in League 2, you know, because we are a League 2 team ourselves. But I only concentrate on Swindon Town, of course. But we do get a good shot off there with Norris, and the keeper makes a very, very good save. But they try and play it out again. We use the high pressure. Anderson finds McDermott. McDermott back to Norris, who just missed a pretty decent chance, but he doesn't miss that one. And he makes it 1-0 in the 4th minute, and you can't really fault that at all. And then the kind of floodgates open from there, to be honest. We kind of played well during the whole game, really. Keshi Anderson comes around here to make it 2-0 in the 22nd minute. A very, very good good goal, to be honest. It was a pretty decent finish. Keshi Anderson again getting on the score sheet, which is what I want. And that's probably why I probably will try and loan him back, depending on if he wants to come back. Because, you know, that's just, you know, football, innit, I guess. We do, in the 42nd minute, we do make it 3-0 with Norris again. So Norris getting 2 goals. McDermott doing a lovely bit of footwork there in the box. And we do make it 3-0 inside 42 minutes. Like I said, I didn't really know what to expect during the game. Well, before the game, but during the game, after the first goal, the floodgates opened. We make it 3-0. And we also do make it 4-0 from the penalty spot. I think Anderson does convert this. And it was a pen. James Dunn's tried to obviously shoot the ball, and the Cheltenham defender or midfielder or whatever you want to call him, I think he's a midfielder actually, takes down James Dunn in the box, and we do make it 4-0 with a Keshi Anderson penalty. So again, another convincing victory for us. And again, you just can't really fault it. You know, we've been playing quite well. In this particular episode, and long may it continue, I guess, because we want to be, like I said, fighting for promotion / winning the league. So we just got to kind of keep just plowing through games. Like, there's not really a lot to talk about when I do a post-com, because like you're seeing the gameplay for yourself. I'm trying to commentate over it, but you know our main aim is to win games, and if we lose a game or if we draw a game, it's not overly a big deal because we are playing quite well. But you'll see a squad report here. I haven't sped this up so you guys can kind of see how players progress and stuff like that. But there's another thing I want to kind of talk to you guys about, because obviously, like I said, you know when I said about I've done the next episode done already? We are very, very close. From after the next episode, we're very, very close to January, right? And you'll see in this episode that I offer 4, or I think it's 4, I think it may be 3 contracts to players such as Matty Taylor, Donald McDermott, and someone else. I think it might have been Brophy, I think. I don't know why I didn't offer Ben Perkins a deal, because their contract's up at the end of the year. And obviously I wanted to sign him, because whether that's Matty Taylor on a 1-year deal, that's fine, not a problem. But I didn't quite understand, like, as you can see here, I've done this delegate player offer, and they accepted the contract. So Brophy's got added another year, so he's accepted his contract, but you'll see there he's still got 9 months left. Well, I don't understand why it hasn't gone up, and still, like, I'm in January now, like, I've just started January in the save. You see here Donald McDermott's added another year. So why isn't it, what's going on? Because they could potentially leave in January. Well, they could potentially sign for another club in January and leave at the end of the year on a free contract, which I don't particularly want, to be honest. Because at the end of the day, you've just seen the footage that I've basically went to go and sign them on a contract. They've signed another 1-year deal, but still, like I said, in January, like you will see, like later on, like during the other episodes, that they could leave on a free, and I can't offer them a new deal because apparently they've already accepted a contract. But it still says that they're like on 6 months left, and they can sign on a free to any club in January. So I don't know what to do. Like, if I lose Matty Taylor, I don't mind losing Matty Taylor because of his age. I don't really want to be losing Donald McDermott realistically. I'm not overly fussed about Brophy either, but I don't really want to lose Donald McDermott, to be honest. And I wouldn't mind signing Matty Taylor back, but I don't really know what to do. Like, I don't know if you guys can help me out. I don't know. I don't know. Do I have to loan him out and loan back and then recall him again just to try and offer them a new deal? I don't know. Let me know in the comments if you guys know or anything. So we go into this game here against Mansfield away, I believe. Yes, it is away. And I believe, like I said, again, I don't really know how to judge these kind of like teams, because Mansfield, they're not that bad. I thought they was going to be up there at the start of the year, but I can't remember where they were in the league. I wasn't even looking at the screen, to be honest, so I don't really know. But they actually played alright in the first half. I don't think we done any shots on goal in the first half, which is pretty concerning considering we was on a decent run of form. I don't know whether that's because I kind of play a certain amount of games and I kind of just leave it for a bit. I don't know, but Mansfield do make it 1-0 though in the 46th minute, pretty much straight from kickoff, to be honest. And I think it's myself, if we can somehow get a point, do you know what I mean? If we can somehow get a point in this game, then we're laughing. We're not too bad, you know. Because considering on how poorly I played in this game, we do make a substitution though, and we do get a chance here with Matty Taylor though. I thought he was going to swing the ball in, but he doesn't. It finds Ollie Lancashire to find Keshi, and again he comes up clutch once again, and he does make it 1-1 in the 81st minute. He is top goal scorer, so I think I might sign him in January if I can, guys. If I can sign him in January on loan for another year, then I will. And I might even do it for 2 years. I might push it. I might ask for 2 years first and then just leave it. But anyway, guys, thank you guys for watching. Gonna be the end of the episode, guys. Make sure to leave a like if you guys did enjoy. Subscribe to the channel if you guys are new on it. And I'll speak to you guys very soon, guys. Have a good day and goodbye. And to be honest, that was actually a bad outro. See you later, guys.